Good. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Schooners and Scoreboards podcast. I've got David alongside me as usual for a Tuesday, Teamless Tuesday. Dave, mate, thanks for coming in.
No worries, mate.
Appreciate it as usual. We'll try and get through this one as quick as we can. Got a few other things to touch base on as well. But yeah, obviously both riding high this week from wins from both our clubs. So
yeah, it was very good.
That was
good. Two good wins.
It was good to see. But all right, guys, we'll get straight into it. Round 22. Team lists have been dropped as of 4 o'clock, as you guys know. Thanks again, fans and followers, for all the views we're getting, and the followers and things like that, and the subscribers on YouTube. I really do appreciate it, as a lot of the other fellas do that are involved in this at the moment. We'll get straight into it, guys. This Thursday, Eels versus Melbourne at CommBank Stadium, 7:50 game. Melbourne Storm heavy favourites, considering the way both teams played last week. Last time these two played in round one, Melbourne Storm beat Parramatta 56-18. Paps and Hughes were both big impacts on this game back then. So I think things will be a little bit different this week, considering the way both squads have been named. I'll get into that in a second. But Jerome Hughes obviously out with an injury for 4 weeks. That is massive.
Yeah, it's a big loss
for them, considering how well he has been going without Munster there. But I know they've welcomed back Paps this week as well, which is a big bonus for Melbourne, considering where they are on the ladder, and they'd be wanting to push for that, obviously that top 4 finals spot, and trying to seal that up coming into the next month. But obviously Melbourne beat the Roosters last week as well.
Yeah, in a close one, they were lucky in the end.
Yeah, a bit of a scrappy game.
Got the cookies in the end.
But. Yeah. I know Harry Grant's obviously been on some big form lately as well.
Yeah.
He's been playing out of his skin, which is it's good to see. Obviously that confidence is there, and he's using that like with him and the boys as well. And they're playing some good footy, Melbourne. Personally, I can't see him hitting the grand final this year, personally. But obviously we'll see how that goes. But I'll just get into the squads quickly. Obviously, the Eels go into the squad this week, same 17 that beat the Brisbane Broncos in an upset last week. Kelma Talangi is back after that suspension. He's named on the extended bench. Whether he gets a starting spot or comes off the bench for this week for the Eels, we'll obviously see what happens there. As for Storm, as we just touched on, big inclusion. Ryan Papenhuyzen back, obviously been out for 4 games due to a calf injury. Munster returns also, with Wishart in the halves. Being Jerome Hughes out, looks like he's out for at least a month with that shoulder injury, dislocation to his shoulder there. We wish him all the best on his recovery there. Grant Anderson to the wing, Nick Meaney to centres. Kane Bradley goes to 18th man. Kamika starts at lock. Trent Liero goes to... Trent Liero is rested. Alec Pezzett on the bench and Alec McDonald in the reserves. He could be a late inclusion after returning from the rib injury he got a few weeks ago. So obviously a bit of a reshuffle there for Melbourne, considering... I think they've missed a lot of these players, considering Paps is obviously a big inclusion with that speed out of that back line there. I think also Munster being out too has also caused a bit of a mishap in the spine there, and obviously that gelling there hasn't really worked for them. But how do you see this one sort of playing out? What do you think the biggest impact is for both squads?
This time of the year, Melbourne do normally step up and show them what they're made of.
Yep.
And but Jerome Hughes is a big loss to him, but he's been holding his ground. Like they've been just a
couple of close games.
A couple of close games, but still got at 2 points at the end of the day. So
that's it. Yeah.
So, but
I think their biggest
a few scrappy games.
I think their biggest threat, and I think you'd agree with me on this one, is obviously Harry Grant. in that hook and roll.
Yeah,
obviously he's been in great form lately.
Yeah, he'd be one of the best hookers going around now.
Yeah, it's going to be a good battle.
League,
it's going to be a good battle between him and Riley Smith. There, they both like to play that elusive football out of hooker, and both like to get that real quick play of the ball. So that's going to be good to see there. I think the Eels middlemen are going to have to step up here. But also the kicking game of the halves there between Mitch Moses and Munster as well. He's going to play a big impact. Obviously,
it's going to be
the confidence the Eels had behind them last week was great. But I think if they come out and they complete their errors and hold onto the ball and make meters from their forward man, I think they'll really trouble Melbourne. But in saying that, Melbourne are also the type of team where they don't go down without a fight. If you give up an error there, they're going to come back and
that's right. You can't let them put too many points on you.
So I'll head for a tip. Who you tipping by how much?
I'd like Parramatta to win. I'd like Parramatta upset them. But with the other two coming back, I reckon they might just get it in a close one. But I do want Parramatta to win.
I'm with you.
Parramatta to win,
I'm with you there. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna back the boys here. I think at home, Mitch obviously showed why he's important to the squad with the way he is in his kicking game. Obviously, he's up there with a lot of the elite players as well. I think it's going to be a close match between both of these squads. Obviously, Eels sitting in 14th now. They're obviously wanting to avoid that spoon. And if they do somehow win this game against Melbourne, I think they can. With the games they've got coming up, I think they might just have a chance if they get a few losses from the team above them to really push for an 8. I can't personally see them being in the 8. I think they'll be sitting around 10th at the end of the year. But good luck to both squads. Hopefully they all get through it injury free. And
that's right. For any team,
for all you photographers out there, hopefully we can get a smile out of Craig Bellamy. That's one we've been wanting.
It's hard.
Get out for years.
Very hard.
Friday night, Warriors versus Dolphins at Go Media Stadium in Auckland at 6 p.m. I'm a bit worried about the Warriors lately.
I'm tipping them to drop out of the top 4 actually.
So. The way they're going, they're a bit scrappy. A couple of errors are popping into their game lately. Obviously the big upset with Titans last week also put a bit of a
that's right
a hit on them there. I didn't pick the Titans to win that one at all. I picked Melbourne. Warriors to actually come out and blow them out of the park here. But the last time they met, obviously in round 11, I'm pretty sure it was, the Warriors got up 16-12 in Brisbane. And
Magic Round.
Magic Round. And obviously the Dolphins coming fresh off a bye. Them boys will be fired up and ready. The Warriors, as we just touched on, the Warriors lost the Titans last week in Auckland. I think they've lost two straight in Auckland now. They're on a bit of a slump. But obviously the Warriors, they've got a bit of a shuffle here. Team Marie Martin goes to 5'8". Chanel Harris-Tavita is out with that calf injury. Demetrio Vaimega, sorry if I got that wrong, starts for James Fisher-Harris. Wade Egan out with 11-day stand-down concussion. Sam Healy at hooker. Freddie Lussick joins the bench, returning from that ankle injury. Whether he gets pushed for a starting spot, who knows? And Tuapiki is also on the bench. So a bit of a reshuffle there for the Warriors. Obviously losing Chanel Harris-Tavita is going to sort of hurt him a bit, I think.
And Fisher Harris is not there, is he?
Yeah, he's he's out. So it's another big blow from there. For the Dolphins, they've got some big ins this week. Christian Wolf comes in for Cody Nikorima. Scratch that. Christian Wolf is in, as well as Cody Nikorima and Felice Kafusi. And Mark Nichols is also set to return for him. So Some big, massive inclusions there for
Yeah,
the Dolphins, especially Mark Nichols and Felice Kafusi up
Yeah.
front there. I think they both bring a lot of go forward with the squad in there. You know, if you don't put pressure on them boys, they'll make you pay coming up the middle there. Post contact meters, they can pile them on pretty quick. But well done to Francis Milo playing. He makes his 100th NRL appearance this week, so big accomplishment there, and hopefully the squad can get up and get a win for him.
Yeah.
But look, I think this one's going to be another loss for the Warriors. I just think with the loss of Fisher Harris and a couple of others obviously injured out here, and Wade Egan's also another loss for him. I think the Dolphins are going to come out and put some points on, and especially with the Hammer and players like that. With that bit of speed, I think they're going to put some points on the Warriors back in Auckland.
Yeah, I reckon. Dolphins. It's all going to be one-sided, I reckon, this week. Or one-sided.
Yeah.
Hate to say it for the Warriors, but
yeah. Well, exactly right. You know,
can't see them.
I think we touched on that last week, where we said that obviously the way the Warriors are, they're going to I think they're going to really struggle to hold on to that top four, which is sad to see considering how well they've been going this year. But I think they need to just keep doing what they're doing. You know, there's 5 or 6 weeks left till finals. If they can hold on, get a couple of wins up, stay in that top 8, which I think they will. But I can't see a top 4, not with teams like Penrith or climbing the way they are.
No.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, will it? Yeah.
But also we'll go Friday 8:00. Broncos versus Bunnies at Suncorp Stadium. Last time these two met, round 10 Broncos 22-14 over the Bunnies. Obviously they had Latrell in the squad there as well for them, and a couple other players, but I think with a few players they got out, and I know Jack Whiten faces the judiciary tonight to challenge that shoulder charge that he did or didn't do. Obviously not pleading guilty to that one, so I wasn't sure about that. I do know Belinda Sharp's been stood down by the NRL for this as well. Yeah, obviously it's not the first time it's happened either. But you know, you learn from your mistakes. Yeah, if it does turn out it is one, well, you know, unlucky. But
cop it on the chin.
Yeah. Obviously Broncos enter this one favourites after the way things went last week for them. Unlucky there. But you know, I think losing to the Eels there in that last minute call by the bunker, that's obviously what's decided that game. And I think being Broncos, they'd be a bit gutted for that, especially Maguire. But look, coming into the game, Broncos have recalled Selwyn Cobbo. First game back since round 18. He comes into the squad. Dean Mariner moves onto the wing. Jesse Arthurs, Josiah Karapani makes way. So a bit of a reshuffle there. Unsure why Cobbo's come back in. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a great player. I'm not sure if there's anything going on there with Reece Walsh or whatnot. Maybe they're putting Cobbo out on that edge where he was before. Who knows? We'll know closer to that day, obviously. But for the Bunnies, obviously Jack Whiten needs to face the judiciary, as we just touched on. Whether he gets stood down or not, we'll see what happens. Jamie Humphries is back for him, which is a bit of a bonus. Tavita Totola out with an injury, and Jai Arrow comes in for that. Thomas Fletcher on debut. Congratulations to him and his family. Obviously, that's a big milestone to come in and make your debut for a first grade side. Obviously, it's every person's dream. And Lewis Dodd and Tyrone Munro have dropped out of the game. So a couple of changes there for the Bunnies. Obviously, trying to see what works. And I mean, considering where they are this time of year, it's somewhere you haven't really seen the Bunnies in a long time.
No, that's right. Yeah.
You know, obviously,
it's been a sad year for them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they're missing players like Latrell and Cody Walker there.
Yeah.
You know,
And I can't see it getting much better for them.
no, not with what's going on.
No.
But
too many big name players out.
Yeah. News for the Broncos: Adam Reynolds only requires 4 points to make 2,500 career points.
Yeah.
I got a feeling he'll get that this week.
You'll double that, I reckon. I'll double the 4 points here.
Yeah.
So,
And Ben Hunt plays his 200th game as well.
That's a big. So I reckon
that's a big milestone there.
Yeah, it is 200 games. Even a ton, like 100 games is a milestone, but 200 games.
Yeah.
For any player.
Yeah, it's a big effort for him. Congrats to Ben Hunt.
And the way Reynolds kicks a ball, I reckon they're going to put a few tries on, so he'll get his 4 points, no worries. He'll get it in the first half.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Ben Hunt. Obviously, same thing in his family. It's a big milestone for a player.
Yeah.
Hopefully the boys get up and get a win for him down at Suncorp, which I think they will. I won't ask you for a tip on that one because I think we know how that one's going to go.
Yeah, I reckon one-sided again.
Yeah, I think Broncos could be a 30-point
after last
game.
week. After last week,
yeah,
Broncos were a shock last week.
As long as the Broncos tighten up their defence,
they need to. Yeah,
you know, tighten up their defence, and because last week when they come out and they played, they'd put points on Parramatta, and then one set Parramatta's down on their line, putting points on them. Like you've got to tighten up that defence.
That's right. Yeah,
and I think obviously Michael Maguire would be really grilling that.
Be working on the boys this week. Yeah.
But moving on to Saturday, guys, 3 p.m. This is going to be a cracking game. I'm honestly looking forward to it. Titans versus Panthers at Cbus Super Stadium at Gold Coast. Panthers heavy favourites. You wouldn't expect it to be any different.
No.
It's going to be one of those games where Titans obviously playing some desperate footy. Panthers they play that mental game.
Yeah,
and they come out and they play the long game. So it's going to be good to see. But we've got first time this team's obviously playing each other this year. Panthers kept Tigers scoreless last week, which was good to see from Panthers. Their defence has obviously turned a key again this time around this year, which is good to see. Titans obviously upset the Warriors, which we've touched on.
Yeah.
But I think Panthers on their winning streak. I think they're 6, 7 in a row.
7, yeah.
Going for 8. I think this will be the game. I think they'll get it done down there on the Gold Coast. Titans obviously aiming for back-to-back wins as well. So, who knows which way this game's going to go? But I'm thinking Panthers to get up on this one. The squads have obviously come in. Sam Barrels returns. Chris Randall's 11-day stand-down protocols due to a concussion. Hopefully he's back in 11 days for the Titans there. Big loss for him. Tommy Weaver onto the bench. And Sean Mulaney, I think his name is suspended. Khan Pereira looking to make a push back into the squad. He's been named on the extended bench, so whether he gets the call up there, we'll see how that goes. I think he will, but obviously time will tell. And for the Panthers, only one change there. Liam Martin starts over Isaiah Papali'i, who slides into the bench. So I think that hand's doing him well. And he's a great player, Martin, and deserves that starting spot. But Jermaine Jolliffe reached his 100th NRL game this week as well for the Titans. So I also think he's coming off contract too, Jermaine Jolliffe, this year. I think.
Oh, yeah.
So we're brought on to him as well. Congratulations on the 100th NRL milestone there. I won't touch base on this one too much. I just think, it's going to be a big game.
Yeah.
The Panthers as well. Obviously, we'll see whether they come out with an attitude to just blow the Titans off the park, or whether they come out and they play some safe footy and
that's right. Yeah,
and just when it comes, it comes.
Yeah, take the advantages when they get it.
Yeah, but that's the lead game done. Saturday 5:30, Dragons versus Raiders at WIN Stadium. So obviously Dragons home game down at Wollongong. Last time these teams played was round 18 this year, 28-24. Raiders won. That was in Canberra though.
Yeah.
So obviously Raiders had the upper advantage there. Raiders going to this one favourites. No, I would not have doubted that in any other way.
Yeah.
They're obviously on a winning streak, 9 games straight. Obviously the way they played last week, the Raiders 44-18 against Knights.
Yeah.
That was just unbelievable. It proves why they've signed KO Weeks and the other players they've signed around that there. That's just like, they're obviously top of the ladder.
Yeah.
I can't see them coming off there.
Yeah.
As I said before, I think they're going for minor premiers.
Yeah.
They're going to be really hard to beat this year. But obviously, you're coming into finals footy in September. Can they handle the pressure? I know they've been there once before.
They haven't been there as much as the other teams either.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
So
it's
haven't been there for a while.
Completely different arena.
Yeah.
I do know the Dragons. Obviously, they need a win. Where they're sitting on the ladder, obviously, then they need a win to be able to push for this top 8. I can't see them being there, but if they got to do it, it's got to be this week against the Raiders.
And any team any finals these days, a lot of teams are like if they're down the bottom, they seem to upset a lot of teams. Higher up. And it does affect them. But so you never know. But but the way they've been playing, you'd have to pick Raiders. But then again, at the end of the day, any team can win on any day.
100%. So, well, 4 straight losses. They've got to start now. I mean, as I said personally, I can't see them making the 8. But if they're going to try and do a push for it, it's got to be now. Obviously, they've got to rely on teams like
start early. Start early.
To fall off. And I think with the Dolphins welcoming back 2 of their biggest forwards in their game, I think I can't see them making much of a move there. But into the squads, obviously Dragons, they welcome Michael Molo. He's starting in there. Jaden Sewers out with an knee injury, and Hemaine Saleh added to the bench. For the Raiders, Sebastian Cruz is back, who's been in some great form on that edge. Simi Sasagi moves to the bench as well, and Noah Martin goes to reserves. So not much of a change there for both squads. But I think Sebastian Cruz is a massive in for the Raiders there. On that edge, he's had a great season this season. Unsure what his future's like at Raiders. I'm not sure there. I don't know whether I've heard a bit of a mixture there, or whether they've signed him back up for another few years. I'm not sure. So I won't go into any detail there. But no, I think this week, I think the Raiders can make it 10 straight wins. And I think if they win this week, well, see them in the finals. Simple as that. Obviously, they're not going to fall out.
No.
They'll get their second chance. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, and as you touched base before, anything's possible. Anything can happen. But Saturday 7:50. Manly versus Roosters at 4 Pines Park. Manly big favourites at home over the Roosters. Last time they met, this is the first time they've played each other this year. These two, so it'll be interesting. Both teams just sitting outside that top 8 there. Manly on 24 points, equal to Dolphins, and Roosters on 22 points. So I think Roosters really need to bag a win here. Obviously, Manly were left asking a lot of questions last week against your
After last week, so I was very surprised the way Manly played last week. I thought that'd be a lot closer game, Bulldogs and Manly, but so
100%. And obviously, Roosters come to a close loss with Melbourne, 34-30. That's another game that stumped me. The way Melbourne are, if they're ever going to come out and they're going to win big, or they're not going to win at all. Like,
No.
you know, 34-30. Like,
yeah, that was
that's
up and down, try for try too.
Yeah, that's like a big. I mean, obviously, you know, they were missing Munster, they were missing Pappenhausen, they were missing Big Nelson there in the middle. But yeah, obviously, very try scoring game.
And when they got their last couple of tries, that was the time it counted towards the end. Like and then but it was try for try that game.
Yeah.
I remember I said I tipped Roosters in a close one.
Yeah.
So
well, it was close, just not the right way.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So
I'll touch base on the squads. Obviously, Manly, you've got Corey Waddell comes in for Hamole Aloa-Kuatu, who's out with a shoulder injury. Jake Simpkins returns from concussion, which is a big bonus there for Manly. Tommy Talau also comes in for the first game since round 18, which is a big bonus there. Excuse me. For the Roosters, Billy Smith and Hugo Savala are back. Ethan King moves to 18th man. Sandon Smith going through concussion protocols, so unsure whether he'll return this week. Obviously, hasn't had much luck with injuries and things like this week. Salasi Faketi, that's how I pronounce his name. Spencer Lenu to the bench as well. Although whether or not that changes, considering how they changed that bench the last minute of the game when they played last week, the Roosters. They had Suai Wong and Egan Butcher. They started last week, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think so. Whether or not that happens again this week will depend on coach and how he calls things there.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
Trent Robertson, but Victor Radley pushing for a return from a shoulder injury as well. So all the best with that one. Obviously, he can't catch a break with injuries.
No,
Victor. It's either injuries or it's suspension.
That's right.
You know,
too many head knocks for him too.
Yeah. He hasn't had the best history there, has he? Which is a bit of a worry. But I think at 4 points here, I'm going to go Manly. I think Manly are going to step up here. Obviously, their big loss last week. I think, but back at home in front of their fans, they always manage to turn up and play a good game. And Luke Brooks plays his 250th game this week. So I think the boys are really going to come in and put a game on there for Roosters. Obviously, we'll see how it goes, but I think Manly are more of a chance for this top 8 than the Roosters are at the moment. And I think the amount of movement around the Roosters in their sport, I think Manly might be in for a bit of a chance here. Obviously, a big loss to Hamole. He's a big loss for him, considering the shoulder injury there. But obviously, next man up mentality. But yeah, I'm gonna go Manly here at home to take the Roosters out here.
I'm gonna go the other way. I said Roosters in a close one.
Yep.
I reckon Roosters. This week again, but
alrighty, we'll touch base on Sunday. Obviously, last 2 games of the round. Your game for you.
Yep.
2 p.m. Tigers versus Bulldogs at CommBank Stadium. First time these two have played this year. Obviously Panthers players, ex-Panthers players versus ex-Panthers players.
That's right.
It's obviously always going to be a thing now, I think. But obviously Doggies big favourites in this one. Tigers are sitting 13th on 18 points. To me, I think their season's done. I think they lose this one, they drop a bit lower on the ladder. Considering obviously how other teams go below them at the moment. But Bulldogs are in second on 34 points, still holding that top 4 spot. And they just keep winning, keep holding on, obviously. They're aiming for their 4th straight win.
Bulldogs?
Aiming for their 4th straight win. And I can't see this going any other way. Obviously, we'll see how things go. I just want to touch base on one thing. Connor Tracy's obviously been ruled out for this game with an injury. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks with an abdominal injury, something that sounded pretty serious.
I've never heard of it
for the media. it was an inferior epigastric artery injury. He had a
Hematoma.
hematoma under his muscle, which is causing him a bit of pain. But look, I think that's a big blow for the Bulldogs. Massive blow considering how well he's been playing. Obviously, Jacob Kiraz is going to take over that fullback spot.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. But obviously, sending our wishes and best of recovery to Tracy there. Get the rest up, mate. Obviously, he's been put on what I'd call bed rest. He's not allowed to be up and doing anything at all. They told him, rest, don't do anything. But it's one of those injuries you just don't hear.
No, I never heard of it. No, never.
That's massive.
No.
Like when it was broke by Gould, it was broke on 100% footy, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he said obviously the injury, what it was. Obviously, Tracy went to hospital and they ran obviously what they had to do. They ran the tests and things like that. And to come out with an injury like that, that would scare the living daylights out of you. You wouldn't expect it, and especially when you hear it's an abdominal injury. And I mean, or it's a type of artery. Like your artery is obviously what if you slice an artery, well, goodbye.
That's right.
That's how you look at it. But anyway, all the best to Connor Tracy, mate. Rest up. Get your rest and recovery. You'll be there for finals footy, obviously. I think the boys will be right with you. I know the club will be getting around you, and your family and friends will as well. So as well as your family. But looking at the Tigers, Jerome Buller returns from injury, which puts Taruva back to the wing. Isaac Tuitupo drops out of the squad. Samula Fianu returns from injury. Tony, I can't pronounce his last name. Sulka or Suka, I think that's what they call him. Tony Suka goes to the bench, and Jack Birdie's out.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this. Look, if I'm Tigers, obviously for me, my season's done. Taruva has been brilliant at fullback. I'd be putting Buller on that edge just to try something new out. Don't get me wrong, Buller's a good player. But I just think if you look at the stats over the amount of games Buller has played at fullback over the last, like when he played for the last month or whatever, like before he got injured. And the stats from when Taruva come in that fullback position, Taruva has absolutely made that fullback spot 100% his. Now, if I'm Benji, I'm coming out and saying, okay, we're not making the top 8.
Try something different,
Try and stay off the bottom. Obviously, let's try something different. Obviously, there's a lot happened the middle of the year with Lockie Galvin and things like that. It obviously turned the squad on its head. But if I'm Benji and I know my job's not in danger, I'm trying new things. I'd be putting, like, they're not beating the Doggies this week. No way in hell, not after last week and the way the Doggies are playing. Obviously, Josh Curran plays 100th game this week, which is another milestone. Which is another big one there. For them, congrats, Josh, to you and your family, mate. A big achievement there in the club. Hopefully the boys get a win for you, which I'm pretty sure they will. But if I'm Benji, I'm putting Buller on that edge and putting Taruva back at that fullback position because you look at it, if things don't work out, it's just a quick switch. I mean, I'm not sure where else Buller can play, but if I'm Benji, that's the move I'm making. So Benji, if you're watching, mate, call me an idiot if you please. I don't have the experience you do as a coach, but that's the move I'm making. If there any chance, that's the move I'm making. But obviously you're tipping your Doggies.
I'll tip the Bulldogs.
I didn't expect anything different there, but
the way I'm pretty happy with the way they're going. At the moment, so they're holding their second spot at the moment.
Now they're going well. Sunday 4 p.m. Sharks versus Cowboys at Shark Stadium. Sharks going to this one as favourites, as being at home you'd expect it, and obviously the way they've been playing over the last few weeks. Obviously, last time these two played in round 2, the Sharks won 36-12.
Yeah.
Sharks are sitting in 7th position on 26 points. A win keeps them a bit closer to the finals, which is good for them. For the Cowboys, I think their last win was against Dragons, which is obviously... Yeah, sorry, they won last week, didn't they?
They won last week.
Sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, they won last week against the Dragons. They'll have a bit of confidence going for that one there. Sharkies coming off 3 straight wins. They've got to try their hardest to make this a 4th. Obviously they're in that top 8, but I think holding on to it's going to be, a win this week at home. Cowboys obviously coming off that win this week. It's a big confidence booster, especially when Tommy Dearden's playing. And
that's right.
Obviously the boys are getting behind him there, but I think Cowboys sitting I think 12th or 13th or something. They're sitting
something like 12th, 13th.
So the Sharks to hold on here, they've got to get up a win at home, which Sharks Stadium. It's they need to do something. Going into their squads, big ins for the Sharkies. They got Sosofa, Talakai, and Britton Nakora back on deck for them. Bully Burns drops to the bench. Toby Rudolph out with concussion protocols to follow. 11 days, I'm pretty sure that one is. Tom Hazelton, big man himself, has been listed in the reserves and aiming for a return from collarbone injury. So if he obviously does get back in that squad, we'll hold on Cowboys because he's an absolute machine. He reminds me of a younger Paul Allen, just a lot more tall and a lot more thinner. Big ins for him there. Talakai and Nakora, massive inputs. Talakai's got that, obviously, that straightforward running in, and obviously loves to get an offload out there. So as long as Hines and Brayley can combine like they have been, it's going to be a good game there. But for the Cowboys, they've got Jake Clifford coming back at 7. Carl Lawton suspended, which sees, and hold on to this one because I don't know this player. I haven't done research, but is it M. Silly Bitten game makes his debut? I haven't heard of this player.
Never heard him, no.
I've never heard of him. He makes his debut, so congratulations there, mate, to you and your family. Obviously, all your hard work's paid off. Well done. I don't know much about him, so I can't say much there. But Tommy Dearden plays 100th game for the Cowboys this week, which is obviously a good milestone for the Cowboys. And, mate, the form he's in, he's been in some great form, as we said before, since
he's been playing well,
since the Queensland camp. But I'm going to go. This is going to be a real tough one to pick, but I've got to go off. Form, and who are you picking?
I reckon Sharks need to win this week. To stay in contact the edge of the gate. And if they don't win this week, I reckon. The way the Cowboys played last week, and the way their form is at the moment towards the end, even though they're still down the ladder a bit, but I reckon Cowboys in a close one, but Sharkies do need to win.
I think the biggest confidence for me with the Sharkies is welcoming back Talakai and Nakora. I think that's a big impact for them. Obviously, they got Rudolph out with concussion. I'm going to go the Sharkies in this one. Obviously the Cowboys have got an experienced 7 coming back into the game. Jake Clifford is an experienced player. But I don't know, to me, I think Cowboys they're patchy in the way they play.
Yeah.
I mean, when they do come out and they do play good, they play good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're a team that could
put points on anyone.
But I just think Sharkies at home. As I said, they're welcoming back Talakai and Nakora. I think they're massive inclusions for him. Obviously, I know Tom Bearden's playing a ton of the game for Cowboys, which is a big thing there as well. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna go Sharkies here. I'm gonna go by 1.
Yeah.
I think obviously both teams desperate. Sharkies are gonna try and get this win up.
Yeah.
Obviously 3 straight. They're going for a 4th. It's going to be one of those close ones to sort of have a nail biter in. But obviously, you know, some milestones for some players this week, which is good to see for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well done to all them players. But yeah, that's that, I suppose.
Yeah, I reckon. Cowboys in a close one, but Sharks need to win, but to hold their position.
Yeah.
In the bottom of the 8.
Yeah. Also, guys, obviously Sundays we do we go through the games and who wins what and who scored what. We are going to do a tipping comp next year. To all the subscribers out there, thank you very much for showing us some support. To the followers we got on Facebook as well, thanks for the support. We did do a video yesterday. I'm not sure if you've watched that one yet. We had Muhammad come in and donate a mystery box, which was good but painful. You know, the stomach's still a bit in repair, but no, it was good. It was good. We did get a lot of views on that. I've actually had some comments today in the public. They've come out and they've talked about it and said how good it was. So obviously, guys, you know, that's the sort of content we are going to start making. Obviously, I'm going to try and get Muhammad back in here for some more stuff like this. I might bring him in. We can do a bit of a group chat one day. Get a bit more touch base on, you know, we'll do that obviously come more into September. We'll do probably a bit more. I'm hoping to get things up so then we can start doing some lives. And then we can start getting some questions in there. But guys, don't forget, obviously we've got the merch coming in hopefully next week, as we touched base on before. This is probably getting a bit repulsive now. But Cam's Custom Wear, mate, thanks again. I haven't been tagging him because we haven't got the shirts yet. I don't want to tag him without the shirts being in. I know he'll do a good job in that. But yeah, that's basically us, guys. I'm not going to touch base on too much tonight. Obviously, we dropped the video yesterday. But give us your thoughts on how we're going, guys. Let us know what you think of these Team List Tuesdays. Obviously, we only go off the team list we get provided to us, and we touch base on how we think each game is going to go. Good luck to all the teams this week. Obviously, may the best team win. Hopefully, there's not a lot of controversy in the refs as there was last week. There was a little bit there. And yeah, share us around, guys. Get that support in. Our target's obviously 100 subscribers, as we've mentioned before. But yeah, enjoy your Tuesday night, guys, and we will be back Sunday with another episode. Hit that like button, share us around, and that is us. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it.